Well, who is up for a challenge this week? I tell you, the algorithms in Facebook are constantly changing, and it's hard to keep up with exactly what is going to increase your Facebook group engagement. I found this in my groups, and I know that a lot of other people and parent coaches that I'm talking to are feeling the same way, that the engagement in their groups is not what it used to be. So we have to work even harder to make sure that we've got people engaging with us. So first thing that I want you to do is just look at the page health. So when we look at our Facebook group, there's the cover area, the profile. You've got all of the information down the side there, the discussion, the units, the announcements. You have whether you've joined, notifications, a couple other spots here, and then you've got information down the right-hand side. Okay, so first thing when someone joins your group, you have the ability to ask them 3 questions, and I'm going to tell you what those 3 questions are that you should be asking. So, if you're not sure exactly where to find these 3 questions, they are under Moderate Group, right here on the left-hand side. You'd click on that, and then it gives you another list. And there's a spot that says Membership Questions. So you would click there, and you can add or edit. If you have added questions and you want to change them, you could edit it in this area too. So the first question that you should be asking your audience is, what are they struggling with? The second question is, why did they come to your group? So did they come for expert advice, for connection, for entertainment? Ask them why they came to the group and what they're hoping to get out of it. And then the third question, and I think the most important question, I'm going to put this in red, is asking for their email. This is optional. You can't make them add their email to the group when they sign up, but adding their email gives you another way to connect with them. And if you've seen any of the other posts that we've done, we really talk about the importance of building your list, and this is one way to do that. Also, as you probably know, not everyone sees every post that you put into your group. So if you have their email and you have something important to send them, you can do that by email. Okay, so the next thing that I want you to look at once you've got the 3 questions sorted out is I want you to look at what you're doing when you welcome them into the group. So down the left-hand side, you will see a spot that says, you have X amount of new members this week. Write a post to welcome them. And if you click on that spot, it actually creates a new post with the names of the new members in it. So a few things you want to do in your welcome post when you have people coming into your group is, number 1, you want to welcome them and ask the current members to also welcome them. So usually I say, join me in welcoming our new members. The second thing you want to do is ask them to introduce themselves. So tell us about yourself. Tell us what you came to the group for. Tell us what you're struggling with so that they can start to build connections within the group. And then the third thing you want to do is you want to give them direction or next steps. You want to tell them what to do next. I like to ask them to start a new post if they have a specific question. And I know many others also direct them, new members, to a welcome post to kind of set them up for having success within the group. So that can mean letting them know what the rules are, kind of the lay of the land. Which brings us to our next step after you've welcomed them. It is letting them know how they can see your posts. And this is really what the engagement is all about. So I usually send them to an announcement. If you're not sure how to add an announcement, it is within a post. You can set your post as an announcement, and then it brings it to the top of the page. The first thing you want to do in the announcement is you want to tell them about the notifications. So this second area here, right under the cover photo, is notifications. And you have 4 options to see all posts, only the highlights, only your friends' posts, or you can turn notifications off altogether. So you want to instruct them to view all posts so that they don't miss any of your important posts. Second thing you want to do is direct them to the rules. Very important in a group to make sure that everyone knows and follows the rules. So usually it's be kind, no external links, and so on and so forth. Okay, so the next thing you want to do is you want to consider your page like a dinner party. So pretend you're having a dinner party. And you want to think about what you would do at a dinner party. Would you sit and just stare at everyone, or would you want to have conversation with them? And would you want to have them to have conversation with the other people within the group as well? And I think you'll hopefully decide that you'll want the conversation flowing smoothly. So 3 ways that you can do that are, let's put this under host. So here you are hosting a dinner party. The first way that you can get the conversation flowing is to add polls. Second way is to create challenges similar to this challenge. It takes a little more time, a little more details and items that go into creating a challenge, but you can do that, and it does really increase engagement in a Facebook group. And the third way that I like to increase engagement is by asking really thoughtful and provoking questions. So questions that get people thinking, but that are super easy to answer. So you can use these questions. I've got 40 in this post here that you can use. And I would suggest that you start with 1 question a day and see how that increases your engagement. Now, there's one final piece of the puzzle that you can do all of this and none of it will matter if you are not engaging yourself. So you want to make sure that you engage with everyone in your group, you respond to the questions, and you keep them talking. And that way, Facebook picks up that people are interested in what you're saying, and they will show more of your posts to your audience.